What's good? My name is Zach. I'm currently studying to be a personal trainer and a nutrition coach while also training to try and look like a personal trainer and nutrition coach. Today was back in bicep day. I started off by doing a warm-up of Zottoman curls. I did 3 sets, but I'm no longer doing 3 sets of 12. I'm now using this interval timer, and I'm doing 1 minute of work, a minute 30 of rest, just trying to keep every single movement slow, steady, minimal rock. And I really like doing these Zottoman curls as a warm-up because you're twisting your arms a lot. It feels like you're hitting every single portion of the bicep, but you're doing it very slowly, very safely. It just felt like a great way to kind of wake everything up top. That last one was 7 reps in 60 seconds, just super slow, super controlled. I loved that. I started to shake towards the end there, so I'm both inspired and kind of afraid of the rest of this workout. Let's get it. After that, I did some incline dumbbell curls. I only used the 20-pound weights. I definitely curled much heavier than this, but when you're doing these slow movements for a minute, you gotta use lighter weights, especially because you're not rocking a whole bunch to get the reps in. And by the end of that 3rd set, the burn is stupid. I cannot express to you how dumb the burn was on that last set, but man, biceps felt amazing after that. Also, I'm super ridiculously stoked, super excited. Finally, my core and my lower back were strong enough to where I can do these standing barbell curls and not hurt my lower back. It's been years since I've been able to do these. It's one of my favorite bicep movements. It always has been. And being strong enough to incorporate it again, I can't tell you how awesome it was. And I just want to say that doing the downward movement slowly with the barbell, woof. I've never done that before on this exercise. Every time in the past, I was always, going for higher weight. That slow descent while your arms are in that position, whipped. Absolutely whipped. And considering this is my first time using this really strict interval-based lifting, I decided to keep back just as simple as I could. Close grip, seated rows. Again, just trying to keep it as slow as possible. I don't want my back lurching forward, A, because it's bad form, and B, that would be horrible for my lower back. And then I also did lat pull down. Again, very, very traditional, but works really, really well. Next week, I'm going to be incorporating some new back movements that I just learned from Athlean X. Super excited to try that out, especially with this new slow kind of isometric technique that I'm working on. With strength training like this, doing cardio multiple times a week, I'm running 10Ks now. I thought running a 5K was going to be impossible at one point in my life. Now I'm running 10Ks routinely. I'm so inspired. I can't tell you. Listen, I'm still obese. I've got 36% body fat. I'm not trying to say I'm like a specimen, but the steps that I've taken to go from where I was to where I am right now, I can't tell you how good I feel. Regarding the studies, I basically just paid NASM $1,500, and I'm going through 3 different courses to be a nutrition coach, a personal trainer, and then a mobility specialist, basically a corrective exercise specialist, so I can work with people that have physical limitations. I can assist people with their diet, and I want to be one of the first, if not the only person on the internet to show exactly what that is. I'm looking at the course right now. I can't show anything from it because obviously they own it, but I just want to share, this is amazing stuff. The first section has nothing to do with eating food or anything like that. It's literally titled Scope of Practice. So they say here, professional scope of a nutrition coach. So it's okay, what does a nutrition coach even do? Turns out that's a lot more complicated of a question than you would think, because in your head you're like, oh, I'm making meal plans for people and I'm like this dietary guru. Believe it or not, that's not true. As a matter of fact, later on, it says beyond the scope of a nutrition coach. What are your expectations? And then what are you not? A nutrition coach is not a dietitian. You are not prescribing nutrition plans for people. And I'm like, well, if you're not prescribing nutrition plans, then what is your actual job? What are you doing? Turns out what you're doing, your job is to be a section of the internet that's just printed off basically. You're this little section of the internet and you're there to be people's homie. You are there. They can text you anytime, call you anytime, within reason. If it's like 9 o'clock at night, that's crazy, especially if you're married like me. But for real, anytime they need someone in their corner, they're like, I got a question about creatine, I got a question about this, question about that. Do you think I should eat this? Do you think I should eat that? Your job is to be like, well, based on current studies, based on what is currently known, this is just the facts. You do with it what you will. My job is to give you the facts, and if it needs to go anywhere beyond that, do the right professional thing and direct somebody to a doctor. A dietitian is a doctor that can prescribe somebody a meal plan. So if you're really good, you actually work with doctors. You meet them, you get to know them. I'm the nutrition coach. My job is to be your buddy, be your guide, give as much guidance as I can that doesn't dive into if you've got diseases, if you need to get prescribed something, anything like that, you have to go see a doctor. Based on those descriptions, I'm into that. Being a nutrition coach is gonna be bomb. That is exactly what I wanna do for people. And I don't wanna work with athletes. Like, I wanna work with just average, everyday people, because that's what I am. I am an average, ordinary, everyday guy that's just trying to change his life, which is a really big thing to do. But I genuinely think that most people don't get told you can do anything. If you're still watching this right now, I'm looking at you. You can do anything. I genuinely believe that. It's harder for some than others, for sure. But like, I want to be the person that can look at somebody. Maybe they've gone their whole lives and everybody close to them has just doubted them and placed this crazy just amount of doubt in their brain. I would love to be the person from an educated standpoint, especially being as big as I used to be like, proof is in the pudding. I've been where you are. I understand your headspace. I come from some negativity myself. You've got this. I'm here with you as long as you need me here. My goal is to one day it be a situation where you don't need me. If you want to keep hiring me because you dig the relationship and all that, dope. But I hope that one day on your own, you're just gonna do what you need to do to take care of yourself and you'll be in a happier space. That is as far as I have gotten in this course, by the way. I'm telling you, I just started. And at some point in the future, if I am a nutrition coach and I have clients and I've got a business around this, I would love for people to go all the way back to this moment that I'm living right now and be like, that's the moment that that guy started. And the whole thing is there. So every video that I upload, I want to talk to you guys about what I'm learning. A, because it helps me retain it. I'm not all that smart academically. Got a GED when I was 16. Let's just put all my business right out there. But B, you're watching the journey of a dude just trying to figure this out. And I appreciate being able to talk to you guys, you know? Anything that you have to say, anything at all, criticism, if you have a win going on in your life, tell me in the comments. I would love to engage with people with what they've got going on in their personal lives. Wrapping all that around, that is the first, like, literally hour of this entire course. It's literally just saying, what is a nutrition coach? What does it do? What can't you do? And what are the moments where you have to say to somebody like, hey, you need to go see a doctor for this? Very important to recognize those moments. We don't want to hurt anybody. We don't want to try and be smarter than we actually are. And we don't want to go outside of our scope of practice. Which in a nutshell is this. I can't call myself a dietitian. Dietitians are doctors. Those are the ones that prescribe things. Thing number 2, I cannot prescribe specific meal plans. I'm not allowed to create a meal plan because in the United States, that is considered a prescription. See the first thing that I can't do. And thirdly, which makes a ton of sense, what you can do with people with diseases is very, very minimal. If someone's a diabetic, if someone's had medical procedures that adjust a lot of stuff, again, they really got to go see a professional for that. Of course, I will be a professional, but like a doctor. So as long as somebody isn't disease-ridden, isn't looking for a specific meal plan, and doesn't require a medical degree to do business with, I'll be the guy. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about evidence-based nutrition and practice. So I guess that's going to be about doing research on the internet, finding out what's real, what's not, and just kind of finding the best resources to get a lot of information to share with your clients. This is exciting. Dang, dude. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed my content and would like to see more of it, please engage in the comments, drop a like, and if you feel it worthy, subscribing always helps as well. I cover a lot of topics around life improvement while actively trying to better myself in the process, and I would love to have you along for the ride. Stay happy, stay healthy, have a great day.